Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen.
Remember, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety.
Talk to me.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen. I am the MD CEO of City 1051 FM. So today on the show, we will be discussing a very interesting topic, one that is very germane in marriage. Sex in marriage. Sex between the married man and woman. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex tonight. How important and necessary is this in a marriage? That's the big question. We know that life can get in the way. Chores, kids, finances, and other issues can put a damper on romance. We know that. These everyday factors can interfere with both your desire for sex and finding the time to put in the effort. But don't put sex last on the to-do list. There are many ways to prioritize sex and keep it exciting. So let's talk about those ways on the show this evening. So sex, as we know, has plenty of physical and psychological benefits to it. However, the answer to how important it is in a marriage is a bit more complicated than that. Frequent sexual activity has perks such as reduced stress and emotional connection, greater intimacy, lower divorce rates. Although there are differences in how men and women view sex, but it does play a pivotal role in marriage. So tonight on the show, I will be telling you 10 things you need to know about the importance of sex in a marriage. We're not trivializing the things that you go through. We're not trivializing the challenges, the ups and downs, but we are saying that sex, as someone asked me, as Casey said, okay, before the handover, that if we're supposed to talk about 5 most important things in a marriage, is sex part of it? And I said, yes. So it's part of the top 5 things that is very essential in a marriage. So why is sex in a marriage important? The first thing tonight is that it fosters intimacy. It fosters intimacy between a husband and a wife. This is probably the most obvious reason why married couples need to have more sex. Sex builds intimacy. It does build intimacy. You share everything, there's a good bond in your relationship, and yet if sex ranks low in how you express your love for one another, then something is not right. Although you're in love, you may have lost the sexual chemistry you had at the beginning. So what you need is a little more sex to bring back that spice and sweetness to your marriage. So sex fosters intimacy. The second thing is it's a stress booster. How amazing it can be to come home after a long day and release all that pent-up stress energy with your spouse in bed. Experts say that regular sex helps people respond better to stress due to the release of feel-good endorphins in the body. These endorphins are what triggers a positive feeling in the body. So not only does it help you relax, it gives plenty of bonding time with your partner in bed. And then there's all the good night's sleep you get after a very good sex with your spouse. I'm sure a couple of listeners are agreeing with me. Although a good workout is not actually recommended just before sleep, but sex is an exception to it. It is observed that it decreases body temperature and promotes deep sleep. So yes, try it tonight. Sex does promote deep sleep. Sex bonds couples together. Sex is a good bond. It's like a glue between two couples, or between a couple. The burst of endorphins in the brain after sexual activity is responsible for helping couples bond during sex. It is not only about penetration and finishing, but the playful exploration that comes before 8 that will give you the most intimate moments with your partner. So both men and women need the passion, the romance, the chemistry to show each other that their love is alive and going well. Sex aids problem solving. Believe it or not, it does aid problem solving. Conflicts due to the difference of opinion become commonplace and couples tend to drift apart. So sex then becomes an import activity to make it true. So sexual intimacy helps couples work through their disagreements more lovingly as they look beyond their differences to find common ground that works for both instead of engaging in a power struggle. It also rekindles lost romance and reminds them of the trust they share even in the middle of their toughest struggles. Do you agree? We're going to open the phone lines just very shortly. Sex builds a deeper level of communication, whether you like it, whether you take it or not. Sex does build that deeper level of communication between a couple. Sexually satisfied couples will tell you that sex isn't confined only to the bedroom. The roots of it extend well beyond into their everyday lives. Communication outside your bedroom is the key, because without it, your physical connection in the bed will be very weak. So great sex starts in the mind. You would agree. Great sex starts in the mind. You start to play what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and how you want it from the mind, which includes honest communication with your partner at all times. So building up to it is what makes sex so much more enjoyable. It is the build up to the actual thing that makes it much more enjoyable, especially for women. We start to think about it from our minds. We start to imagine it. If you don't do that, then the enjoyment level can be quite not there for you. So start to walk it through in your mind, how you want it, how very much you want the touch and the penetration and all of that. So it helps women feel a deep connection with their man and absolutely love the intercourse. Sex, number 6, is a great workout. It's a great workout. Sex being it's a vigorous physical activity, and it helps you burn a lot of calories. It does help us burn calories. A good round of sex is equivalent to some moderate physical activity, such as brisk walking, of climbing upstairs. You also mobilize your muscles during sex, which helps you tighten and tone your abdomen, your lower back and thighs. I'm sure these are things that maybe some of us don't even know. So on an average, you would end up burning like 200 calories in 30 minutes of good sex. Therefore, if you're on a fitness program monitoring all the calories you take and burn, cutting out a little time on the treadmill, and substituting it with sex with your partner as compounded benefits, a bit more benefits. Sex builds better self-esteem. That's number 7. It builds better self-esteem, especially for the woman. Sex is important to feel great about yourself, especially the woman, like I did say. Nobody enjoys being in a marriage that lacks physical passion. Everybody wants to be desired. Therefore, so being great in bed and having your spouse come back to you wanting more is a great self-esteem booster for both men and women. On the other hand, examining how important sex is in a long-term relationship shows that a fizzled out chemistry or being insecure about yourself and performing poorly can eventually drive your spouse to look for other means outside the marriage. Number 8, sex has plenty of physical benefits. Not only can sex give you a good workout and burn calories, but it has numerous physical health benefits for you and your spouse. The muscles involved in sex are toned finely, improving bladder control in both men and women. The endorphins released during sexual activity help to ease physical pain, sometimes even migraines and back pain, promoting calmness and well-being. So sexual intercourse with your spouse is a very good cardio workout, along with having plenty of benefits for the heart, such as lowering blood pressure afterwards and decreasing chances of heart disease. That's an interesting one there. Number 9, sex has plenty of psychological benefits. Besides bonding and intimacy, sex has plenty of psychological benefits that are both good for you and your marriage. Sex with your spouse is known to increase the quality of your life and your happiness. However, this relates to meaningful sex with full involvement of both husband and wife. It has to be the full involvement of both husband and wife. Sex releases the endorphins, which are essential to feeling good, lowering irritability and fighting off periods of depression. There's another hormone called oxytocin. It's a love hormone, and it's released during sexual stimulation, and it does help in bonding. It helps in the bonding and the feeling of security and connectedness between the husband and the wife. Sex, number 10, is a celebration. Sex is a celebration, although sex needs no reason other than itself, but many couples have sex as a celebration of their love and intimacy. A typical example is Valentine's Day that was celebrated a few days back, now I think about a week ago thereabout, or their wedding anniversary. Couples can choose special occasions like these to rekindle love that they have for one another. It's okay to do that, and then remind themselves the fun that comes with being married. I particularly like Valentine's Day, actually. So not only does it feel amazing, but it keeps the spark alive and starves off monotony. Sex obviously has a lot of benefits, and the more you have, the better. However, remember that not all is lost when you do not have it as much as everybody else does. My phone lines are already beeping. It's not yet time to open the phone lines. The frequency is not what matters, it's the quality. In view of this, let's analyze today's topic. I'm going to open the phone lines in a few minutes, 1-2 minutes thereabout. So my question is, why? We've talked about the benefits of sex between a husband and a wife. We've talked about what it does. Why then is the rate of adultery on the high? Does it mean that husbands, wives would rather have sex with other people than their partners? Remember that we've dealt with infidelity in marriage. Is lack of sex one of the reasons? And the reasons why the women talked about the infidelity is not sex. I mean, yes, at least they didn't mention sex. They talked about attention. So let's drill it down to sex. Is that enough reason why a spouse, a man or a woman, should go outside of the marriage? The second question is unsatisfying sex enough reason for couples to cheat? That is when either of the couples say no due to tiredness or other reasons. So if your spouse comes back home and they want sex and you say no, the woman says no, the man says no, I'm tired, is it enough to cheat? So to be part of the show, once again today, you can get through to me on 07001051. You can also send me a WhatsApp message on 0909 916 4403. We're also on Zoom. I have my Zoom family, my Zoom audience. You can drop your message on Zoom as well. So I have a caller on the line. Hello. Please, when you call, reduce the volume of your radio. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, we have a guy caller. All right. Let's have your contributions.
My name is Kelvin. Literally, actually, this is my first time calling, like paying attention to your words here.
Hey, I celebrate you.
I celebrate you too. Like, you're actually very smart. I appreciate you. Like, literally, this is like the first time I'm calling on radio or anything. But the truth is, I'm this kind of person. Like, I just have a few questions and then put it. I'm a plus size. Like, when it comes to the dick, like when it comes to the manhood, like I don't understand it. Like, I have a wife. I won't say a wife. Like, literally, we're not married, but she's actually addicted to sex. It's not being addicted to sex. Like, she's addicted to me in person. I don't know if you get it. Hello?
So, what did you call your name? Kelvin, right?
Of course.
Okay. So, your wife, or she's addicted to you?
No, she's addicted to me. Like, she's someone that is a quickie kind of, like, the sex life is good. You get it, but, like, I can't make travels of a week. I just have to come back, like, she literally flew down at a point, like, I think it was early last year to come meet me where I am just for sex.
It's a good thing, isn't it, Kelvin? Are you complaining? So tell me, talk to me.
I'm literally not complaining about it. Like, right now, there's another thing that is going on. So, if anytime I just come back home, like, we do this all the time, yeah, and when I say addicted, like, literally she talks shit. I don't really, it got to a point, like, she started making accusations, like, yeah, her friends don't even come close, as in literally, yeah. So at that point, I couldn't take it no more. It's fine by me, but I don't like it when you treat me like a child. It got from that relationship that we earlier had was not there anymore. You understand? She was paranoid. I think, yeah, that's the word, paranoid. Yeah, she was at that point. So I just felt like, man, just once, like, I cheated, and the man gotta do what he gotta do.
Okay, so first of all, I've lost you there. I was going to ask, Kelvin, if you're married. I didn't get it quite well if you said you were married or not. I think you said you were not married or you were living together. I can't remember what you said. I'm not sure if I got that well. And then I think you lastly said that you cheated. I was going to have that conversation with you. Okay. All right. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mrs. Adedoja Allen. This is your program. I love you so. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm in the house now. This is from my.
Okay. Go on.
Hello.
Yes, go on. I can hear you.
I'm not married, but about the topic, I think sometimes it may be the reason. Because most of them, when they become in a relationship, they try to pretend, giving each other just to win themselves. But when they are married, you will not be seeing different colors. So some such issue like this, I believe that is due to all those criterion, according to what you said. Because I'm not married, but based on what I've been experiencing around and what I've been observing. So that is just my thought.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. Thank you so much for your contribution there. I want the caller before my last caller, Kelvin, to call back so that we can finish the conversation. The phone line was beeping when I was on the other call, but I couldn't pick your call. So Kelvin, please call back. I want to know if you're married, and then I want to know whether you did say that you cheated. Okay, I think we have you there. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. Okay, we lost the caller there. The number again is 0700 1051 1051. You can also send me a WhatsApp on 0909 916 4403. I also have my Zoom audience. Hello to my Zoom audience. I didn't even say hello to them. Hello, my Zoom audience. I hope you can hear me well, and I'm available to take your questions as well. Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Thomas.
Okay, hi Thomas.
Yeah, I'm very fine, thank you. I've been listening to your show. You were asking a question about like why couples that are married cheat.
Yes, I did. Why is the rate of adultery on the high? Does it mean that husbands and wife would rather have sex with other people other than their partners?
The answer to your question is obviously linked to the rate of the cheating, and that is yes, they would rather do that. And I have an answer as to why it happens.
Okay, go ahead. So did you say that couples, husbands and wife, or husbands or wives, would rather have sex with other people?
Husbands and wives.
Or wives,
The
either.
husbands will cheat, and the wives will also cheat. You understand?
And you think
And,
their reason is because they just want to try another person?
Okay, yeah, you took the answer right out of my mouth, because there was a Harvard professor, I've forgotten his name, he's a professor of human behavioral psychology and sociology. So he was saying that imagine your parents taking you to a candy shop when you're a kid, and you have 5 different flavors of ice cream, and they tell you to pick one, and you take that one for the rest of your life. That's how he describes marriage. That's number one. Then I saw another example one time whereby a kid was with his dad, and he asked his dad that, "Daddy, what's marriage, or what does marriage feel like?" So he said, "Oh, you want to know what marriage feels like?" And the kid says, "Yes." So the dad says, "Bring your iPod." The iPod had like 3,000 songs. Then the dad deleted 2,999, left one song for him, and said that that's how marriage feels like. It's just like, it's human. Cheating is human, and there's nothing that can change it and nothing that can stop it. That's just my contribution.
No. So you say that cheating is human. There's nothing. I wanted to find out if, are you there?
Yes, I'm still
Okay.
here.
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to talk to you from the Bible. Are you Muslim or what?
No, I was a former Christian, now a free thinker.
Ah, I see.
But I know the
Okay.
Bible.
Well,
Understand from Genesis to Revelation.
yeah, exactly. So, the Bible does talk about, the Bible frowns against cheating, frowns against adultery. And the Bible also talks about one man and one woman. So there's a lot that can be done to it.
But you see, the problem is that why live your life by a book that gives unrealistic, how do I say it? It's like giving you unrealistic standards of living. Who in this world can actually live by the standards of the Bible? Probably I've seen people living by the standards of the Bible, but maybe like in movies, not in real life. Don't steal.
No,
don't cheat,
no,
don't do this.
no, you're
don't
wrong
kill.
there. But, well, this is not the platform to say that, but you're wrong there. We're all striving to live by the standards of the Bible. Now, I tell you what, it does not mean that you're not going to sleep from time to time. But what it means, or what you should do when you do that, is to come back to yourself. So it's like when you're walking and you fall down. What do? You get up, you dust yourself and continue to walk. So if you sin because somehow you just found yourself committing one thing or the other, you go back, confess your sin, dust it off, repent, restitute, and then you keep it going, isn't it? You keep it moving. You keep your relationship with God. So if you say that there's nobody that can live by the standards of the Bible, that is exactly not correct. We can live by the standards of the Bible. We can, because Christ has given us the grace to. But anyway, we're not preaching here about that tonight. So thank you very much for your call and your contribution.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. The number again to call is 0700-1051-1051. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, my name is John.
Hi, John.
Cool. I'm calling from over.
Hiya.
Yeah, I just want to chip in little advice on this program. What about you shift the time from this very moment, this very time, maybe from 10 p.m. upward? Because I believe that children are still around and listen to most of the conversation we make on radio. And I believe it's a huge conversation. That is my own opinion for now. I just want to chip in a little advice on the show. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Yes, can I have your contribution?
My name is Genesis. I'm calling from the bomb.
Your name is?
Genesis.
I lost him there. Oh, so sorry about that. I lost you there. Please call back 070-01051-1051 and you're tuned in to City 1051 FM, your number one lifestyle station. Hello, good evening. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Can I have your contributions?
Yes. This is Kevin. This is Kevin calling you from Badagry.
Okay, were you the one I spoke to earlier? No, okay.
No.
Okay,
no.
All right. Okay, go on.
You see, cheating is not good for a man, a married man or a married woman. My ex-wife, the reason why I divorced her is because she cheated on me. So she cheated on me the first time. Then the second one, I divorced her. So I was asking her, why are you doing this to me? She said that because I married her as a virgin and that I'm the only person that she have slept with. That now, the reason why she's cheating on me is that she wants to know, she wants to test on her.
Wow. Hello, are you there? Okay. Yes, I can hear you now.
That she wants to check another dick. So I asked her, is my own dick not okay for you? She said it's okay, but she wants to check another dick. That is why she's not me. I divorced her. So it is not good to, no matter for a man or a woman, it's not good. No matter anything, it's not good to cheat on someone. Now I thank God I have married another woman. We are still living together. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that contribution. Wow, that's a double wow there. His wife told him that she wanted to try another man. And so, my phone lines are buzzing. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, this is Boston.
It's who?
Boston.
Austin.
Calling from my...
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Austin.
In fact, it is very, very wrong, biblically, to cheat on your spouse. There are a lot of health dangers. In fact, the Almighty God says it. If at all one is being pushed to do it, we should remember that nothing that God says is bad, that one will always find anything good in it. Any temporary enjoyment is nothing to write home compared to the damage that can cause to a relationship and
Oh, I lost you there. Thank you very much for your contribution. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please, so I can hear you well?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what I'm trying to ask is, my wife don't normally feel me. I want to know the reason.
Say that again.
I said my wife don't normally feel like making love to me unless I ask her.
And if you ask her, does she answer you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you worried about? The fact that you always have to ask?
I want to know why this urge is not with her.
Okay, you think she doesn't have the urge?
Yes.
Why do you say that? When you ask her, does she say no sometimes, or does she tell you, does she give you excuses, or does she drag her feet about it?
No.
So it doesn't mean she doesn't have the urge. Maybe she's just one woman that likes, that's what makes her want the sex. If you are the one that comes for it. Other women just don't like making the first move. Not because of anything, but they just feel the man should be the one to, So I don't think it's something you should feel bad about, especially because when you guys are at it, I'm sure she loves it, she enjoys it, and when you pull her, she responds. So it's not. Don't worry about it at all.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. City 1051 FM. Your number one lifestyle station. You're tuned in to Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hi, this is Kelvin.
Hi, Kelvin. Are you the first Kelvin that called me?
Boss, literally them.
I'm sorry?
His name is me.
Okay, I wanted to find out. We had the conversation. We didn't conclude. So, are you married? Did you say that you cheated? Are you guys married? Are you both married?
No, we ain't.
Oh, I see. Okay. But you know that you're not supposed to be together, live together, and have sex without being married.
Look at what really happened. Like,
Okay, go on. Tell me.
yeah, I gave her a ring, a shiny one at that moment.
You gave her a ring.
Yeah, a shiny one.
Okay. Okay, Kelvin. Well, I lost you there again, but my counsel to you is not to live together or live rather with a woman that you're not married to. I do not think that is correct. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. This is Tayo from Ogun State.
Hi, Tayo. Oh, from Ogun State. Welcome to the show.
Yes. Yeah, good evening. Well, my own opinion concerning this cheating or having extramarital affair, I think first and foremost we need to understand nature. Our natural, the way we are designed to function naturally by God as a man and as a woman. Some men, not naturally, the men are function or are designed to be attracted to the woman. But then and there again, discipline comes in. Not every man has the discipline to see a woman and not be moved or be aroused. Why there are other men. I had a client who I do work for. He called me one day for a job. And when I went to him, he was like, he's moving out from where he was before to another place. And are you fucking with your wife? No, he said no. He rented a new apartment for his new wife. And he was like expecting me to react towards what he just said. Because I know the other wants to be his second wife. This wants to be the third. But I was calm. And then he was like, I'm a Christian and my religion does not permit me or such. But me, I just kept quiet. And in my mind, I was like, it is your nature. There are Christians who get married to one wife and still keep like 5, 6, 7 or more outside there. And there are Muslims who still have one wife and stick to one wife, despite the fact that as I heard that they say, male or that they are allowed to marry as much as they want. So to my own understanding about this cheating and the rest, I think is in the nature. So we ought to understand our nature. As a man, if you are moved or aroused sexually in some height, there is every availability that you might not be satisfied with your wife, especially when we are not the disciplined one or when you are not the disciplined one. So it's just a matter of understanding our nature and then bring in discipline when we discover that our nature is that we are aroused quickly when we see women. And there are some women who are designed in that function too. Some women are designed in that function that immediately they see me, they have this sexual urge. I remember the other caller that said the wife does not invite him for sex. Some of them are shy. And some women are bold about it. And the same some men are out there also whose wife or whose spouse will invite them for it and they will look at them like this woman is spoiled. So it's just about understanding our nature. So we need to understand our nature and introduce discipline into our system.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. Thank you. I like your contribution. Discipline is actually very key in a marriage. It's extremely key. So when the temptations come, when the urge come for you to sample, if I can use that word, another man or another woman, then you apply the discipline principle. And there you go. It has to be a one man, one woman. There's nothing like male or we in a marriage. It's one man, one woman. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says two shall come together and become one. It didn't say three or four, or it didn't say one man with two wives, or one man with two women, or three women, or four women, or one man with with one woman and concubines. No, it's one man, one woman. They come together and become one, and that's what we want to apply in our lives. Okay, I lost the caller there. So we're discussing importance of sex in a marriage. We're talking about it in a marriage, not just any relationship, but between married couples. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I joined the program lately. But I'm going to portray on what the last caller just said. Just like what he said, men alone is not in any. I've tried to read my Bible. I've tried to, even in the so-called Quran that they are preaching, there is nothing like you must marry, you have to marry, or you must. In the Quran of a thing, if you cannot do what you're supposed to do to them, you're not supposed to do it. So it's never an idea for you to do it. And as a Christian, normal way of living life is just for you to be with your wife and do your normal proper duty. And for ladies, for women, I don't know. I'm not married yet. So I think it's just normal for us to just live the life the way it is and do the right thing that God leads us to do. And what we read in the Bible. I know, because I joined the program lately, and I've been waiting to listen to the program.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. You just buttressed the point that there's nothing like male Olorunwi in a relationship, in a marriage. The phone lines are buzzing. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening. It's Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. Let's have your contribution.
Okay. Please, I want to know, I don't know, I have a beautiful wife, and anytime I call her for sex, she always answers me. She doesn't disappoint me at all. If I tap her anytime, she will answer me. But it pains me a lot that I normally cheat on her, which I did not know how to stop it. That is what I want to know. So I don't know how to stop it.
You have to. Are you a Christian? You have to stop it. Did you hear what the last caller contributed? He said that it's about discipline. Why do you think you are interested in other women? You said she's beautiful and she doesn't say no to you when you ask her for sex. So why cheat? Why do you like other women? Do you think it's an addiction?
I don't know. It has been happening since over 3 years. I don't do that before. I don't know. It has been happening since over 3 years. I will be married since over more than 8 years now. I will marry.
Are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. You know that the Bible says that committing adultery is like taking burning coals and putting it in your own bosom. Oh, I lost the caller there. Okay, so you know that I just wanted to add that, it's something that you have to stop, because you did say that you're a Christian. And so the Bible frowns very well or very much at adultery. It did say that when you commit adultery, it is like taking burning coals or fire and putting it in your own bosom with your hand. So it's something that you must desist from. Don't do it. Time check, it's 9:18 p.m. You are on to Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen, and our topic today is the importance of sex in marriage. Hello, good evening. Can I have your contributions? Good evening. Welcome to the show. Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening. Oh, we have a female caller. Hello.
All right. I just want to say this and set it straight. Like, about those who cheat on their wives, cheat on their husbands, cheat on their spouses. Like, I just want to give you this reason.
Okay, go ahead.
Listening. Okay. Most people that cheat, they cheat because they are not paying attention to what they have. Like, they don't value what they have with them. They are paying attention to those things that are meaningless. Why cheat when you have something? When if you value what you have, like if you value what you really have, you won't cheat. Like we know, like let me use money as an example. All of us love money, and I can't take money over anything. Then you won't take money. You won't take anything else over money. If you really love your woman, your man, or anybody or anything, it's not worth cheating. There is nothing worth cheating in this life. Like cheating. If you think you cheat on someone, just so that you didn't actually cheat on the person, you're actually cheating yourself. And that is where I would like to end the call.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. Thank you so much. That's exactly what we've been emphasizing on. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Edwin, calling from Oworo.
Okay, hi Edwin. Go ahead.
This thing there, I think it's we the men that is the cause of the cheating mostly. Because if you can take care of your wife very well, I don't think you started as you see another woman and started the relation that you love him or you want to have another affair with her. I don't think if you can take care of your wife, that is the main thing. But if your wife looks attractive to you, you see her any day you see her, definitely you don't have to go another side and say you want to cheat on her. That is the main thing there. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. The phone lines are buzzing. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show. Okay. We lost the caller there. Okay. We lost another caller there. All right. Time check is 20 minutes past the hour of 9. And you're tuned into City 1051 FM, your number one lifestyle station. And the program is Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen. Tonight's topic is sex in marriage. Okay, and we've talked about the importance of sex in marriage. Let me just do a quick recap. Oh dear, the phone lines. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening. Bola from Ajawesi.
Okay, hi. You're welcome to the show.
Good evening. So this is my first time calling on the show, but I've been listening to the conferences. I'm on my way to the house to work. I really enjoyed the show. I'm okay. And I'm not married yet, I'm a single person. But I want to talk about the hardcore of cheating from the lady to the man. I'm a Muslim, but I don't see the reason why we should marry more than one or two wives if it's not necessary. Because even the Quran says you should marry one woman. But for you to say that you want to get married to another woman, making it two or three, there should be a tangible reason. Just tell me. Like, there should be a tangible reason. Maybe the other woman said she's no longer interested in you having sex with her, or if you want to, if she's saying that, if she's saying from her own that, okay, man, you can go ahead and marry two wives. I don't think there's a woman that would ever say that a husband should go ahead and marry two wives. The thing is just in their intent. Like what I don't know if it's planted in them or not. No. But for you to just stand up and say you want to go and marry another wife or cheat on your wife, that means you are not satisfied with what you have. And before you should get into any marriage, you should be satisfied with what you have done, because you know you are getting involved in this thing. It's not a thing of yesterday and like because you get it done by tomorrow or next tomorrow. The lifetime journey. So for you to say you want to get married to this person, that means it's what you are going through. That is what is going to be with you, that what is going to be with till the end of your life. So for you saying that you want to cheat on your wife or you are going to take another man outside, because you don't know how it feels like, you want to know how the feelings will be like.
Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution there. Thank you so much. You said you were a first time caller. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
My name is I come from Ejimbo.
Okay.
I get one girlfriend. I want marry her, but
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
okay, it don't go down now.
Okay, thank you.
I want marry her. Anytime where I call her, most times her number she always says busy. Now either she dey on the call, and if I ask her, she will say na my auntie photo or her auntie. Most times, I don't know if that will do. I need contribution. Thank you.
I lost. I couldn't really hear you well. You did say that when you call your girlfriend, she's always saying that she's on another call, she's busy, and all that. So is it that you're suspecting that she has another person, or what? You know, you can't really say unless you catch her red-handed. Right. So you're tuned in to Talk to Me with Adedoja Allen on City 105.1 FM, your number one lifestyle station. The topic today is the importance of sex in marriage. We had a couple of callers, quite a lot of callers, and a particular caller said that his wife was cheating, or rather cheated, or ex-wife cheated, because she said she just wanted to sample another person. And so he divorced her and got married to another person. So different reasons. Others, another guy said he just doesn't know how to say no to another woman, doesn't know how to say no to cheating. So we've had different contributions, but I just want to emphasize and encourage us here that the Bible, that that's what we live on. We believe in, condemns adultery, condemns sex outside of marriage. I actually do say that there's nothing like sex outside of marriage. Adultery is like that's you, the person, the adulterer, using your own hands to put hot coals of fire into your own bosom. The Bible frowns so much at adultery. Apostle Paul says that husbands and wives need to learn how to put their spouse's needs and interests ahead of their own, and that a husband should satisfy his wife's need, and the wife also should satisfy her husband's needs. The wife's body does not belong only to her, it belongs to her husband. And in the same way, the husband's body does not belong only to him, it belongs to the wife. It doesn't belong to another man or another woman. So husband and wife need to learn to be disciplined and live your marriage the way the Bible has instructed us to be married, to stay married. There's nothing like there's nothing like having more than one wife. There's nothing like having concubines or girlfriends, or it's not encouraged. I do not encourage you to do that. It's heartbreaking for the man. It's also heartbreaking for the woman. Nothing like side chicks. Nothing like all those names that we call it. Nothing. All those, the Bible condemns it. So I want to encourage us and implore us to have or to lead our marriages the way the Bible. And another caller I got is living with a woman that is not his wife. They're not married. That's Kelvin. I had him called twice. And Kelvin, I'm sure you're listening. I'm very sure that the way you're feeling about your girlfriend, you are more than likely not going to end up getting married to her, especially because you even feel that she likes sex too much. This is why we condemn sex before marriage. This is why we tell the young girls out there, do not live with a man, do not sleep with a man unless you are married to that man. It amounts to you cheapening yourself, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it. That's fornication. Again, the Bible condemns fornication. It's also like putting hot coals in your own bosom with your own hand. So why don't you wait to be married? Be disciplined, hold yourselves, allow the man to do it the proper way, to propose to you, to do it the honorable way, take you to the altar, the church, your pastor blesses you, and then on your wedding night you can do it. Why? If a man cheats with you, he will cheat against you. He would, if he does it, he will do it against you. So do not encourage sex outside of marriage. Do not have sex out of marriage. All right, so that's a wrap on the show tonight. The show makes a return next week, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. I want to say thank you very much to all my listeners on radio, on Instagram Live, and on Zoom. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can reach me on social media at Doja Allen, on Twitter and on Instagram. Once again, remember, committing adultery is like taking burning coals and putting it in your own bosom. We're not condemning you, the person, the caller. We're condemning the act of infidelity, of adultery, of side chicks, of cheating, of sleeping together without being married. We're condemning all these acts, and we're encouraging that things should be done. Marriage should be done in an honorable way that will be pleasing in the hands of God, in the eyes of God, and pleasing to the husband and to the wife. Thank you very much for tuning in. The station is City 1051 FM, and we are your number one lifestyle station. Keep it locked down on the dial.
Talk to me with Adedoja Allen.
Remember, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety.